What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to another night of LSL Legacy Showdown League. We got a great match for you here tonight. We did have a forfeit earlier. That stinks. However, we still have Rated Texas versus Atlanta Guard to look forward to. I hope everyone's having a good night so far. This match is going to get started a little bit early, so if you guys didn't know, go ahead and tell your mom, tell your dad, tell the whole neighborhood that this match is starting here pretty soon. I don't know exactly who's playing for each team yet for the rosters tonight, but I'm excited to find out here pretty soon. But I expect this match to be a decent match. We're going to go ahead and take a look over at the map set as well. Going to turn that music down just a little bit. But our map set tonight is going to be Hardpoint Colossus. Did Destroy Raid? We're going to go Scar, Exposure to round it out. Looks like Texas. Looks like it's going to be Izzy, Dre, Dios, and Ham. Ooh, that's going to be a spicy one. I like it. Write that down. Berserk, Z, Megatron. Zacharoni. But yeah, guys, it's just me tonight commentating, so not too bad. I'm not too upset about it. You know, if you guys don't know, I do a lot of the production, so I drive the in-game camera as well. So tonight's gonna be, I'll probably go a little bit more in depth in some of the strategies that these teams are laying out. We'll be looking at the mini map, probably a little bit more than what we do, especially in the Search and Destroy, to talk about strategies. Obviously, if you guys have your opinion in the chat, also drop them there tonight. We'll be a little bit more active, interactive with you guys as well. But yeah, good to be back. I commentated one match yesterday. That was a lot of fun. That was the Miami versus Las Vegas. Las Vegas absolutely doing the work. Caspian taking the MVP. Raleigh Rain versus Omit. I was producing and driving. Again, we saw another 3-0 and a handshake. Steez, easy MVP there. But tonight's match, I think it might be a little bit different. I think we'll have maybe a silent banger tonight. I think I have a good feeling about this match tonight. In the production chat, I was messing around yesterday saying that Rated Texas was going to get absolutely destroyed, but we'll see. We'll see what Atlanta Guard can do. I mean, Easy, Dre, Dios, and Ham. That's a pretty good squad, rounding out your Rated Texas team tonight. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get the this match going. Been waiting all day. I had to miss all of last week. If you guys don't know, I work at other events. I wasn't able to go to the CDL major. However, I was in Chicago at a fighting game tournament called Frosty Fostings. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Basically, I fix controllers and sell controllers. A little bit of my background there on my day-to-day. I'll be popping in, especially as the summer rolls around. I'll be popping in a lot. Be curious to see too how the seating folds out for this upcoming weekend. We're gonna have 2 days of major action. This is going to be your Friday and Saturday, Friday night and Saturday. It'll be good stuff. It'll be super good stuff. But right now we're just vibing. But tonight we're going to be watching Rated Texas versus Atlanta Guard. What are you guys looking forward to seeing tonight? What are your early predictions? Match will be starting here in about 10 minutes, 9 minutes. Especially if the lobby gets set up at a good time. Yeah, Phoenix. If Phoenix was a team that forfeited tonight, that stinks. Because that's a... If you guys don't know, that's going to count as an 0-3 map loss for Phoenix. So when you're in your final week, you got to kind of hope some teams around you kind of drop the ball. I know Seattle needs a win. I think Phoenix only has, if I remember right, Phoenix only has one win. So, I mean, if Seattle 3-0... I don't know, bottom four. I mean, I think the bottom four is pretty solid right now. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how the seeding plays out for the major. And then after this week, this is the last week of league matches, so it's pretty cool. February 7th, 8th is the major, and then 16th we start back up again. Boston Brigade, Omit, DC versus Rated Texas. It's going to be our first match of the Legacy 2 qualifier. That'll be a pretty big match. I'll take a look at these maps again. I mean, I think it's nice that we're going to be starting out on Colossus. We haven't really started out on anything except for Scar and Den for a really long time. I'm not complaining. I really like those maps, but it's going to be nice to see a couple of other maps roll on through. I feel like Raid as map number 2 has been the classic choice so far in this Legacy 1 split. I'll be curious to see if any we have the new season of content dropping. We got rank dropping as well. We're post Major 1. We have some new maps in the game. We're getting even more maps in the game. I'll be curious to see what maps kind of dip out of here. I know I've been playing a lot of, in CMGs, I've been playing a lot of standoff S&D. I'm ready to get this match rolling. And we only have one match tonight. I hope it definitely, I definitely hope it goes to a game number 5. I'm going to see some good Call of Duty tonight. feel like I was a little bit spoiled with the CDL major. I'm not trying to watch any more 3-0s. See how it goes. I'm expecting DLs to turn up. Let me know if you guys have any early predictions, any opinions about the game right now, any topics of discussion that you guys would like to talk about. A lot of stuff going on around the game right now. Again, we got Season 2 dropping, and double check the time for that. I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's just over a day's worth of time. Yeah, so about 38 hours. About 38 hours, and then we'll be in Season 2. I know a lot of people will be ready to grind ranked. Curious to see what maps get thrown in. I like some of the changes that they're making to ranked, but the only one I really dislike, and I understand why people like it, is the change of solo and duo queuing after you hit Crimson rank. I don't know, there's something about running a 4-stack, like a high-level 4-stack, and running into another one that is super entertaining with the game. I feel like it's it encourages people to get, like, it used to encourage people to run in 4s. And I think that's when the game's at its healthiest, is when you have full teams of 4 playing and practicing in ranked. But we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. I understand why they did it, but I think we're going to lose some of the community maybe over to CMGs or other people's Discords. I think Discord lovers will like it, but overall ranked. What are you on about, Poppy? I hate watching tonight. Go ahead and take a look at your maps again. This is your map set for tonight. Some of you guys that just rolled on in. Colossus game 1. Raid game 2. Scar. Double exposure. Obviously be looking a lot at that overload on Scar. Seen a lot of teams buckle, especially on a map like that. That map can be pretty hard on you if you don't really know how to play the game type effectively. Both spawns can be easily trapped, whether you're on blue side or green. There's an obvious favor side, but I feel like it's super easy to get spawn trapped. I think you're going to see some teams kind of curl up, play a little bit of defense. Your matchup for tonight, you got Rated Texas versus Atlanta Guard. I'm actually going to reset my capture card and make sure that there's no audio delay. I forgot to reset it before I start. I'll be right back. Back. That was an adventure I took underneath my desk. There we go. You guys just rolled in. If you guys rolled on in just now, solo commentating tonight. Schedule conflicts, apparently with everyone, with teams, commentators. It's got me tonight. Hope that's okay. I hope that is fine with you guys. Super excited for matches tonight. We'll match tonight. Remember, tonight we're only having the one match. Starter stream is going to be Rated Texas versus Atlanta Guard. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. See all of you guys rolling in. It definitely means a lot. Love that you guys support the stream, support the league. It's always a super fun thing to do. Definitely consistent during the week. I think watching as much Call of Duty as I possibly can. You know, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. It's super entertaining to see how some of these teams have developed over time as well. I think it's been the coolest part about kind of being here from the first day of production till now, is I really get to see how these teams are rolled on in. I really want to see a bang out on this Colossus, especially on this first map. I think Colossus could be really cool. I think I might finally have code. Oh, baby. We are in the lobby. Baby, here we go. We're in the lobby, just chilling, waiting for one more player to roll on in. Dios, Dre, Ham, and Iz versus Z, Z, Berserk, Megatron, Zacharoni. I think it's gonna be a good series. Something's telling me that might be going the distance. I got that feeling. What do you guys think? Who do you guys winning versus these two teams? You guys got Atlanta Guard or Rated Texas? I think Colossus might be an overhated map. Something about it I really like. I like how fast it is. I like the bang out. I think it's nice to have a mix of... I think we have a lot of open maps. Like if you look at Scar, Exposure, Dead, I think we have a lot of pretty open lane maps. So I think when you see a Blackheart and Colossus, I think it's kind of nice having a couple of bang outs. But I think we'll get a lot of really good maps coming through on this upcoming season. I know I didn't mind the maps that came out. I like Standoff. I thought Utopia was okay. There's things about it I did like and things about it I didn't like. So I'll be curious to see if when some of these high-level players really start to actually play these maps and like test these maps, because I know that's kind of what's on their mind right now before this next split starts. 3-2 ATL. Yeah, something telling me. I know a lot of people are. I know there's some people that have rated Texas favored. I think I have ATL favored. I think I'm gonna be going. I want a game 5, but something's telling me it's gonna be a. Something's telling me it's gonna be a game 4. It's telling me we're gonna see a 3-1. I don't know. I feel like I think this obviously the map number 1 super important, right? You want to win every single map. Like, you obviously need to win every single map in the series, but I feel like a lot of momentum in the respawns, especially early on in the year. I know we just got through a full major. I see it through on Texas. I don't know. I got this weird feeling that Atlanta's gonna win tonight. I was getting kind of made fun of for it yesterday, but we'll see. We'll see if my gut feeling is correct. I know after the major this weekend, the LSL major, we have Super Bowl Sunday. I'll be rooting for Seattle. I don't think they're gonna win. I know they're favored, but I think Patriots are gonna win. Even a 3-0? You're saying even possibly a 3-0? I don't know if it's going to be a 3-0. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of exchanges on the S&D. If the audio is weird for you guys, please let me know. If you guys ever see any issue with the stream itself, always feel free to contact me. You guys can either DM me on Discord, you guys can DM me on X, or you can just post it in the chat here. Hopefully I see it. I think yep, we got everybody in. We're just waiting for this to start. I'm trying to think, I mean, Dios has been going really hard too for rated Texas. Dios has been playing the game a ton. Believe everybody is on PC tonight. We don't have console players. Seeing some straight shooting. I'm excited for this next season of content to come out. I'm excited for Ranked. I think Ranked will be a lot of fun. Solo queued a lot last year. Had a pretty late schedule recently, so I'll probably solo queue a bunch this year as well, especially late at night. We're getting into the game. Oh, baby. Rated Texas versus Atlanta Guard. Before we roll on over the gameplay, so you guys see what maps we're going to be playing. Your map layout for the night. I'm going to go ahead and pause the music. Here we are ready. We are counting down, trying to get into the series. These logos swapped, but we are here. We are in game number 1 of what should have been the second series of the night. However, Phoenix not able to get everybody on the same schedule. Had to forfeit the match tonight. You hate to see it. However, still got more Call of Duty action for you. Rated Texas versus Atlanta Guard. Here we go. Is going in the P1, looking to take an early lead against this Atlanta squad. Is eventually going to fall. Dios not able to get anything going off of that life there. Ham is going to fall. I mean, the Slays are going to be going in favor of this Atlanta squad here for a minute. They are going to have rotation as well, so they're going to be looking to hold this mid side. Berserk does die to Dios. Dios with a big kill. You have two players here on the rotation already pretty early. He's able to get one, not able to get the other. Gonna have a lot of info on it though. We have popped on over to the P2. Zacharoni getting distracted by that player top mid. That was is doing a lot of damage. Dre getting a lot of support now. You see those arrows kind of start to bunch up on the point. You got a player hitting mid. You got players trying to hit out through the back. Is going to be the last one alive for their team. Gonna slide in and get taken out pretty quickly there. The majority of this time still should be going in favor of Atlanta. Atlanta trying to get an early lead off of this map. Number 1 is flying around the corner, able to pick up a kill. Dre picking up a nice kill as well. Dre, nice 2-piece, both of them headshots, 6 and 5. Getting the rest of the scrap time, and it looks like we're gonna have basically an all tied up game here going into this P3 rotation. Everyone's spawning out though. A lot of those red arrows ended up falling on the map. You have number 7 Dre looking to hit a rotation here, possibly gonna drop off top mid. Let's watch them as they try to get behind some of these Atlanta Guard players. Gonna kill the player off of Godhead. He picks up a nice 2-piece, looking for a third on the sub with the sub. Not able to get that kill. Zacharoni is going to hold on tight to the point. Berserk's going to have to back down. Zacharoni with 2. Atlanta with a small lead. However, it is going to be... Oh, as I say that, they clear everybody off of it. Rated Texas not getting any ground really off of getting a full squad wipe there. If you guys are wondering why I'm spectating this Rated Texas team super heavily, is because the, of course, the podcaster is not working very well. But decent start here for Atlanta. Atlanta looking to maybe shake up the narrative here in the league. Everybody's flooding top mid. This is super important kill by Ham. Ham's going to have to pick up 2 to make any dent, and that's going to be 4 down. Megatron getting some info over on T side or statue, whatever you guys would like to call it. I don't know if you guys ever played Halo 4 back in the day, but it reminds me of the map Haven. People used to call structures like that Mohawk. That's what I wanted to call it when the game came out, but everyone shut me down immediately. Dre picking up a nice kill on Megatron there. They're looking to get back into it. Dios finally starting to heat up on the 6th Street. I didn't even notice. Looking to get streaks as well. I don't know if they were able to get streaks in time. Dre and Gifted. I mean, Dre and Ham. Dre, Gifted, and Ham being the 2 in the point. Oh, this last rotation, the rest of the time is gonna go. We're gonna go ahead and go into our second set of hard points now. Over Zach. Big kill by Zach. Looking to get control a little bit over top mid. Heard a player dive down low, not able to see that in time. Z, first time really spectating them, 15 and 12, 15 and 13. Back on over to Zacharoni. I mean, the Slay leader right now is going to be Berserk. Berserk 18 and 11. Megatron trying to get spawns on over on this P2 side. Gonna have to back down. Looking for this player around the corner. Able to spot one. Picks up is. Gonna get some help over here on this outer side. You have 3 blue arrows trying to force their way into the back. And look at the flood here that you have. You have Berserk hitting around the back. Megatron trying to pick up a kill. Zacharoni. So a nice kill. Berserk. Zacharoni going pretty hard in the back of this P2 spawn. Couple of signs of life here. Dre looking to pick up a 3-piece. Does a great job there. They're going to force those blue arrows to spawn out and away. And this is going to be their first real lead since this map has started. Dre 19 and 11 on a 3 streak with over a minute of time doing it all. Oh, Dre not able to pick up that player on P1. Steps is with the nice kill, ripping that player off the T. Heady Dios, nice 2-piece on a 3 streak, looking to get over a minute of time themselves, and they're starting to burn these players coming from this T side. I mean, we're seeing a lot of life right now from this Rated Texas squad. They're just doing such a good job right now, kind of holding these players back. They did take a little bit. I mean, they weren't in the lead right at the beginning of this. They were looking not, I wouldn't say rough, but just a little bit behind the rotations. But they're starting to pick up the pace. They're starting to get a couple of good team kills. Now you're going to see these red arrows kind of bunch up here on the P3. You allow a player to get behind the sub. So now we got a little bit of a standoff here. I like this heads-up play by Dios. You get a call out that your teammates are spawning away. You're not able to pick up any kills. So a bunch of blue arrows are going to start heading on over to this P3, looking to make another lead change. One die Z with a windmill of shots. Going to get picked up. That's going to be Dre and is in this P3 collecting this time. 22 seconds left. Dre on a 3 streak picks up a nice double kill with a Semtex. Gonna whip out the knife. The piece of the security system goes through, is slain in P3. Now you have about almost a 50-point lead here. Still a little bit over it. This has got to be a really big moment here if you're Atlanta. Atlanta, what are you going to do? How are you going to stop these players? I kind of like this rotation, but you're going to get time. Yeah, I mean, Z had the right idea, but they just get time. Did take their time coming out of that, hoping to catch a little bit of a pinch. And because of that, you're going to have no presence on the map. So poor timing there. Yeah, we're seeing a 9. Yeah. Zacharoni was struggling a little bit. But now you got 3 players stacked at this point. Who is this? Berserk pushing up from behind. You can't spectate Berserk. That's a shame. All 4 of these blue arrows fall. And they're still behind now, 60 plus with 15 seconds left to go in this P4. You got to really start thinking about how you're going to regain. You got to start getting some of these slays, especially if you're Zacharoni. Zacharoni, 18 seconds of time and almost double negative. So Zacharoni needs to get a little bit of momentum going on the map. You know, you got to keep these red arrows off of it. If they're constantly pushing and they're constantly putting the pressure on and their guns are just even kind of hot, they're going to cause a big problem. A lot of trades going in the P1. Okay, picking up a nice kill on T. Gonna jump over the ledge, spot another on another 3 streak. I feel like this is the 3rd or 4th 3 streak. Almost double positive, 30 and 17. Looking to pick up a few more kills. Rotating on over towards this T side. Then you'd be looking for anybody. This spot Zacharoni helping us to the point. This is 16 seconds. It's going to be big. You do not want to give up this scrap time. However, you need to make sure you do not give up the rotation as well. These blue arrows are kind of offset. You're going to see them rotating around the P3 side. And now you're going to have a really big gunfight here from Ham. Ham's going to be in the back of this base, looking for any player. Going to spot one in the back. And now you're going to see these blue arrows kind of split up. They kind of ditch the point. They're going to give up a lot of time here. Split spawn here for these blue and red arrows. Who's going to get the P2 spawn? Ham in a big gunfight, looking to kill Berserk. Those red arrows are still going to spawn P1. All the blue arrows spawn P2 side. Ham being super, super annoying, but your teammates just not able to get in. And as I say that, is his last one alive? Megatron in the point. Here's the call out, so teammates are spawning kind of far away. 26 seconds left. Gonna pick up one with the pistol, not able to pick up the second. Is putting up a big fight, and now this game's gonna get super, super close as we start to rotate on over towards this P3. Still 10 seconds of scrap time left. Dre not able to spot that player riding around the corner. This player's kind of looking in opposite directions at the opposite time, but the blue arrows getting favored in this scrap time and in the rotation as well. Who's on that God Heady? Of course, it's gonna be Z. Z looking to make a difference on the map. You have a rotation behind you. Z hopping off the God Heady. Dre is in the back. They need to be very careful here. Dre's gonna get spotted. Picks up a 2-piece. knows that there's possibly another player behind them. Is that player going to survive? Yes, they do. So they maintain spawn position. Uh-oh, crazy nade. That killed a teammate. That's going to kill him. Yeah, I mean, they need to make sure they break into this. Can't let that down. That's 4 dead red arrows. Megatron's going to be in the point, soaking up this time. Over a minute of 30 in this point. They're looking to take the lead with the rest of this time. You're going to have a 3-hit towards mid. Who is this? They're going to have to fight through. Berserk in a crazy position. Look how spread out these arrows are. They're getting a little bit of parallel spawns. Dios is going to be super important to watch here as they come flying up behind this player over on this T side. See, are they going to be able to make a difference in the back? They now know Z's there. Z able to get one. Gonna be annoying here. Blue arrows flying from the front. One in the back. Oh no, this is a close game, guys. What are we doing here? The lead change. It's about to come through. There it is. They can win off to this point. All they have to do is keep these players in from pushing on T. Dios, Ham, trying to get pushed on in. You got players in the mid cut. Dre getting taken out is going to be the last one alive, really, to try to make a difference. Going to have to wait for your teammates, but you need to go with only 1 second left. You're not even going to try to slide in. What are you doing? What did I just see? All right, whatever. I'm a commentator, dude. I'm not supposed to. I mean, the timing there just works out so well for Atlanta. Atlanta doing such a good job the late game. They were down by about 60 at one point, and they were just starting to pull on through. They got a hot start. In the middle of the map, they kind of fell a little bit flat, but the bounce back was super real. Right there, Z, your Slay leader on the map, 38 and 31. So much damage, too. Almost 5,000 ticks of damage. 45 seconds in the point, but... yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff there, man. Big map number 1. Double checking some stats here. I want to make sure I see something. I mean, I'm going to give that to Megatron, the MVP for that map, with 36 and 28 with over 2 minutes of time. I know Z did all the damage, but holy moly. I got Megatron with the amount of slays and the amount of time that they had in that point was bananas. Bonanzas. Yeah, that was an interesting map number 1. I feel like there was just a lot of interesting decisions there, especially at the end of the map, like where you kind of have to hit the go button. I don't know. I just felt like at the very end, Atlanta just had a better switch for on and off. I felt like their pacing was a lot better. They were working together. When they had a player being annoying in the back, they were able to slam through the front as well. So definitely some coordinated efforts there. They worked the spawns really well. They listened. You can tell they were listening to callouts with how their arrows were moving on the map. Yeah, good map 1 out of them. Just waiting for the invite/code. What do you guys think of that map number 1 on Colossus? That was a great map. I think hopefully that's telling for the rest of this series. That's going to be a big map for Atlanta. I mean, being able to keep composure and come back and win, even after dropping the little bit of lead that they had early on in that map, I think it's going to be a big, big deal. some of the players in the stream. Go back, go back, go back to your game. Focus up. Map 2 on raid though. This is gonna be a big map. The S&D. I mean, if you are rated Texas, you do not want to go down 0-2 here. That would be not fun, some would say. Get swapped on over. I think I'm going to have to swap those again. I am. Why can't you guys just stay on the same side? Players. We got a map number 2 and an uncorrupted podcaster. Dude, make some magic happen here, huh? 3-3. Bomb in the hands of Iz. Rated Texas. Looking to get the revenge from that map number 1. Is going to be getting that bomb down. Go ahead and take a look at where these players are positioned. You have a player position on ring. Dre gonna have a lot of info here. Spots player in the back. You have the 8 and the 5 arrow back here. That's gonna be Zacharoni and Z. Berserk trying to hit through mid. Berserk had a pretty decent game as well. Is picking up another nice kill. No one getting any trades though. That's the only problem. You got to get those trades super fast. Berserk predicted that player was going to be there, but not looking in the right direction. He's going to hop on the bomb, but it's going to be too little, too late. Convincing round win there from Rated Texas. Rated Texas doing a great job. Round number 1. So far, so good. Winning a nice 3v3 if you're rated. Again, trying to just keep some composure after a little bit, some would say, a choke of that map 1 being up 60. I don't think it necessarily was a choke. I think both teams, I think it was actually really even. I think both teams just got hot at different times, and ATL just got hot when it mattered the most. Done some smoke as well. Zacharoni putting a lot of bullets over through on Tiki. Berserk trying to get worked up on the map. Smoke go down. No bomb plant, but they are going to sneak someone in here on Tiki, and he didn't see it. Saw player up. This is so scary. Okay. This is what we got going on. We got a player in the pool. I actually really like where Ham is right now. Oh, Ham's going to be in the pool. Going to miss a few shots, and that's going to cost him because they weren't able to get that kill fast enough. Teams exchanging the offenses. Was a little bit worried there that Atlanta wasn't getting that bomb down in time. However, they're able to hold on to it, get it planted for mid and window. What's up, Caspian? What's up, AG? What's up, Pew Pew? Good seeing everybody in there. I see you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream tonight. Here we go. Let's see where these players hit. Is going to be taking the bomb up and over towards this A site. First blood by Ham. Z going to be chilling in the background. Ham picking up a nice 2-piece down to 2 streak. 4-1 to start off this map. So far, so good. But now you're going to have a difficult 2v4 here if you're Zacharoni and Berserk. Right now, the offensive teams doing such a good job. Zacharoni needs to be careful, getting shot in the back by a teammate. A couple of ticks of damage there. Berserk going to be left in the craziest situation. Not able to pick anything meaningful up there. 2-1. Rated Texas. We saw a lot of 3-1 predictions in the chat, so that is at least on the table. No 3-0 here tonight. Well, maybe. I mean, 3-0 still here on the table. I think Rated Texas They're looking pretty good on this offense on Surge. I think this is going to be about who wins the defense first. Defense can be pretty tricky, especially you don't have real control over on that B side. I feel like B super. I mean, honestly, I feel like offensive. This is one of the few offensive favored maps. But let's see who picks up the bomb. It is going to be Berserk. Berserk. Okay, pushing this over. We take a look at the mini map here for just a second. We got people double stacked up. That's going to be an awful spot to drop the bomb. That is not what you want. And picking up another kill. Ham on 5 straight. Ham trying to earn some streaks. All 4 dead. The first defensive round win. A big mistake made by the bomb player there. Texas looking to catch up in the series. Down a map. However, up in the search and destroy. Go ahead and take a look on over how this map's going to unfold here. We have players on both sides. Smack at the face side. Dios is going to get first blood. Ham is finally going to fall on a very large kill streak there. Dios putting Z in a 1v2, and that 1v2 ends so fast. Atlanta looking kind of rough in the S&D, not gonna lie. They're really having a hard time converting some of these offenses, staying together, getting trades. Just gotta focus up though. You're down 4-1. Still definitely doable. We've seen teams do it before. I think if they drop this round, they drop the map. We do finally see a sniper coming out of Berserk. We're going to go ahead and look through everybody else. We're not going to see any more. Sniper going up top part. Here comes the peak. Oh, that's a 27 and up reaction time right there. Berserk not able to get the kill. Is going to snap the trophy though. That trophy is going to get taken out. Needs to be careful though. Going to ping a lot on this mini map. They know that this player is still there. So maybe Megatron can get pushed up a little bit, knowing that those players aren't going to peek the window. Berserk going to be looking for the pinch. Not seeing anything. This is going to be a big moment on the map right here. Zacharoni able to get one. Gonna get traded out though by Dre. Berserk still with the sniper rifle. So you gotta be careful here. Gonna be checking the rotation over on mid. But as you do this, you're gonna leave Megatron a little bit behind. Megatron, bomb is down, looking to defend it. Gets info on one. Gonna be chilling on the white vent. Picks up a big player there. 15 seconds. Ooh. Nice kill. 4-2. Still a map to be played. Still have a little bit of give here if you're Atlanta. Nice kill by Berserk with the sniper rifle. I believe picks up one that round. However, you're able to clutch that 1v1 to end the round. That's what you want. You're able to stay alive. See if anybody whips out the sniper rifle here on the side of Rated Texas. No. Sniper rifle is going to stay out here for Berserk. Berserk with the recon. Oh, look at this. They're going to be doing a wrong read, though. Let's take a look at this mini-map. Everybody's flooded through here. Who is this in the back? Dre. Is this going to get checked? Oh, Dre going to pick up one. Maybe it's spot a second one. Berserk picking up a kill with the sniper rifle, but this is a very important kill in the back. DLS is going to have to turn around. Berserk gets bomb player down. Look at this angle that they have. Able to get a second on Ham. Now on a 3 streak. Teammate, you die there, but you give your teammate info. Z, Megatron knows this player is playing hoops right now. Knows that they're on the backwall court. Megatron throwing some shoulders around the corner. You know, bombs down. That's going to be big, but Dios is going to slide behind one of these players here. Doesn't know that there's a player in money. Is eventually going to find out the hard way. Z just in the right spot at the right time. Spots Dios climbing through the window. No money getting stolen. Zerk still with the sniper rifle. Getting a shoulder mid. They'll watch out for the trophy. Ham gets spotted. Okay, they know snipers in mid, so you're going to see these arrows kind of push away from it. You're still going to be chilling in kitchen. You're going to have 2 and 3 pushing up over towards Art. You have a lot of player, so you're kind of stuck on this ring. You need to be careful. Okay, you have a player on white van. 2 players on white van. You got hopefully this doesn't explode. Dios picks up a nice first blood. Ooh, the van's going to explode. They're trying to get away. Is this going to pick up a kill? Zerk Z left in a 2v4. That's a big kill. Bomb is down as well. Is on the super heady. Zerk picking up one. That's a big one. Could have a good angle here on Is. Gonna spot Is. They now know where this player is. See? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pure Berserk. I might run away here. Oh! Oh! I thought that was a collat. Did anyone else think that was going to be a collat? I thought for sure. I'm watching the replay now. I get to see it in real time and the delay. Man, honestly, if they pick up Is on that top ring, that could have been that could have easily been a round win there. Berserk losing the round, however, able to hold on to that sniper rifle. I mean, that's the trick, right? Do you give up a round? Now they only need 1 to win. Oh, man, that could have been a collat. Berserk. Recon in hand. No recon coming. Oh. Big first blood there. Zacharoni, Ham, both finding kills. Player in the ring, able to get another one. Dios gifted left, and another 2v2. Man, you see that player down low on that ring side. You have a lot of info. Rounds get thrown in through the window. You have to stay alive here. Berserk gets another kill with the sniper rifle, keeping their team alive in it. Spots one, gonna give a lot of info over to Z. Z needs to be careful though over here. These walls are paper thin. If bullets decide to fly through the curtain, it can be super deadly. I think he spotted them down low. If not, Dios is gonna get called out. Dios gets called out, not able to pick up the second kill. Man, these rounds are getting really scrappy. And this game's all of a sudden become close. Atlanta Guard looking to push it to around 11 in this map number 2. Rated Texas not taking the map just yet. They do not want to go down 0-2, especially going up 4-1 early in this map. The sniper rifle has made a big difference, but they no longer have it. They no longer have it out. I think Berserk dying there was really, really big for Dios, because now they can't whip it out anymore. Yeah, the Dravik comes out. This is going to be super scary now, because it seemed like that was going to be the big difference maker. Nobody, I mean, I think I see 3 M15, so I'm assuming this is going to be a pool hit. We have a bunch of people in mid, a bunch of gunfights going there. Ham going to be the resident money control. Basically, he's been playing security for this kitchen this whole time. Just constantly posted up, but this is pretty dangerous. We have a lot of blue arrows. No, you do not want to poke there. You still get the kill. Who was that? Zacharoni. Zacharoni picks up a big kill out of kitchen. Oh no, 2v4 now. Atlanta Guard, their resilience is insane. If this is a 2-map comeback, you're gonna call out because the player is Tiki. Round 11 in the map number 2. I am absolutely mind blown right now. What do you guys think of this? Berserk puts away the sniper, pulls out the Dravik, gets a 2-piece, helps Migman. Honestly, that first blood in mid, like the fact that Zacharoni was able to pop up, still get the kill. Oh, this is gonna be big. Him is Dios, Dre. Looking for some life here. We're gonna have a big mid map. Berserk getting shot at. Players cutting through mid. And nobody's here to see it. Is this gonna get the bomb down? No! You gotta get that kill. Bomb is gonna be planted. That's gonna be a big momentum shift. You're able to stay alive. You're able to get the bomb planted. And now you're in a 4v3 situation. Holy cannoli. Oh no. Dre picks up a nice trade. Still a 2v3. Oh, I really like the sprint on the map right here. Who is this, number 7? It's going to be Berserk. Berserk going to be the time waster here. Dre needed that kill in that moment. Allows that player to get away. There's no way they're going to be able to win this round. And just like that, when you thought maybe it was a mistake that Berserk gave up that round win to hold on to the sniper rifle, they were able to use it and keep it going. And a big misplay on the bomb in the beginning of that round 11 keeps Z alive, gets the bomb plant, and it just all fell apart. That round 11, it was insane. And like, who do you look at here on this map? I think Berserk, in my eyes, wins that map MVP, because if that sniper rifle didn't come out the way it did, I think we see maybe a different scoreline. I mean, what do you do, right? Like, you can't be that sniper rifle just became so impactful. It became so impactful on the map. That was so crazy. Still seeing 3-2 for Texas, though. They warm now. I don't know. That was an absolute fold. You were up 4-1. Man, I think Berserk absolutely changed the whole tempo. I mean, we're seeing a lot of people saying reverse sweep. I mean, this is overload, right? A lot of people do not have a lot of practice on this game mode. And this game mode, I think it's more hard than hated. I know some people don't like this game mode, but I think maybe it's because they might not understand it to its full potential yet. But this is not a good time to test that out, right? I mean, you just gotta hope you're well practiced. But if you're rated Texas, you gotta be kicking yourself. I mean, that's 2 maps in a row where you had a significant lead, a lead that should hold. And the resilience here from Atlanta, they keep their feet firmly planted on the ground, and they're able to just pick it up and go. Now we're looking at potentially a last map of the night with only a 1 series being played tonight. I mean, you don't want to see it be a 3-0, but I mean, you gotta say this has been close this whole time. Yeah, that round 11 was nuts. I mean, if Iz just has better timing on Z, maybe they get the kill and bomb goes down. You know where bomb is. That map play is so different, but the fact that Iz is able to fall there and they were able to get momentum on the map like that, I think that's just such a big deal. But yeah, we're gonna get rolling into this. I mean, now we see setup here for a reverse sweep, right? That's what you want. Oh no. Talents being missed. I mean, you gotta have a deep bench though in a league like this where you're operating during the week. You gotta have players that can come in and fill roles. You can't be relying on just one player to make your roster. I mean, that's the thing, right? When you're playing in a rec league like this, especially when you care, like the big difference is like it's just how well you have like an established group. If you guys just tuning in, Atlanta Guard is up 2-0 in this series, coming back on the hard point and coming back from a 4-1 deficit in the search and destroy on raid. Big map, big plays, bigger players. I mean, again, you got to look at Berserk with that sniper rifle. There was clearly a momentum shift. They were able to stay alive. I mean, they were able to stay alive, and when Rated Texas was able to collect that 5th round, and they were just able to get pick after pick with it. I mean, that's just, you got to look at that, right? You got to look at how you counter that. Do you run a smoke? Do you run a sniper yourself to try to counter that? Like, you know where this player played, I would say Berserk played pretty straight up. You're either going to hit that A side or hit mid, and that's exactly what they did. Wasn't really messing around on that pool side, so you got to have a little bit of like a lock-in moment, right? If you see a sniper on the map, you either got to just like team chow that player, like get some shots across, get a smoke down. I don't know. That's a hard one. That's a hard loss. But we'll see if Rated Texas can bounce back. I believe they can. You have players on this team that definitely can do it. I do see some of those players in the chat though that need to focus up a little bit. I'm not going to call anybody out, but you know who you are. You're in the chat. If you're down 0-2 and you're in your chat, that's either a stupid level of confidence, or or you're just not focused up. They had good positioning too with it. They were super well aware. They were able to stay alive. Just a couple of crazy moments unfolded. Wait for this map number 3 on Scar to get loaded up. I think the overload can be a big map here. Obviously, it's a different game mode. It's a new game mode this year. We have now had a full split with it. So I think that excuse is starting to get a little old. Maybe you give it about one more week. You can no longer say that, right? You should be well practiced on this map/game mode. And how to play it. It plays similar to Capture the Flag / Uplink / Blitz. You have examples in previous games of how a game mode like this plays. So now you got to focus up and get it done. We're going to go ahead and shut the music off. We're going to focus up. We are going to get ready for this map number 3, possibly the last map of the night. Rated Texas versus Atlanta Guard. Isn't Dre? First one popping in on the kill feed. Zacharoni not able to get anything going there. Codcaster is fully working tonight. We do not have EMP being moved, but we have Rated Texas players all over this zone. You have the pistol last alive. That EMP device is going to be dropped on the motel side. Zach, 2-1. Going to grab the device. Going to be following up teammate. And not able to get the trade. That's going to be a big kill. Berserk's going to have to double back here on the map. Going to get shot in the butt. That's the only danger of looking the opposite direction when cutting through that mid-map cut, is if you're just looking the wrong way, you will just get shot in the ass. Zacharoni picking up a big 2-piece there, allowing the teammates to get pushed up on the map. I mean, it's so easy to track these players in green. That device didn't get picked up, is basically going to pick up a collat with the AR. Dre and Dios Gonna be last one's really on the map. I really like the blue arrows getting together here. Dio's gonna be in an interesting position, catching these players on top of the motel steps. Gonna get taken out. Berserk needs to get that kill there. Absolutely gets pooped on. Shots ringing across from top green. Device is reset in mid. This is gonna be a big moment here. You are gonna force these players to spawn at the very back towards A. So if you're Iz, you need to keep track of these two players coming up off of spawn. You're gonna have help, two in the form of Ham. Ham is gonna get taken down. Is still being annoying. Is gonna fall on top green. We're gonna hop on with Berserk. Berserk, after going Berserk in that last map, 0-6 to start this map off. Absolutely doing nothing. Still doing nothing. Does a little bit of damage. Gonna get pushed up on the map. Gonna reload that Dravik. Oh no, the nade toss. Nade's gonna explode. You let one player slip behind you. You have a moment here to get into top blue. You spot one. And there it is. There's the first kill. If they can get two here, that could be a big momentum swing on the map. Okay, now you have a player starting to get kills. They're starting to get pushed up into the base as well. Yeah, Berserk getting caught in the steps. Needs to jump out of the window. Berserk hiding in the back right now. A lot of blue arrows move forward on the map. I think if I'm unrated right now, I'm forgetting about that player in blue. I'm going to get pushed up. As soon as I say that, though, Berserk gonna pick up a nice 3-piece on a 5 streak. So went from having 0-6 to 5-6, almost breaking even. Not able to stay alive, a little bit too anxious there. Dios able to pick up that kill. Z and Megatron, last one's left on the map. Dios gonna spot Megatron, gonna get ripped by the pistol though. I think that player was already weak, had to have been. Gifted, getting taken out by Megatron. Megatron realizing that the player's weak. Has no arrows in front of them. Gonna have to back down. I like this play through P3 here. Yep, I like it a lot. You abandon a lot of arrows on this P2 side. If Berserk gets this kill, this is gonna be a big momentum shift. Berserk doesn't get the kill. Does get the kill. Now you have two. Oh no! The nade! The nade! Was that a team nade? That was team nade. That was so big. I think you had a real big chance there to get a trade. And just like that, you basically have a counter cap happening here. Cut through the middle of the map though. They're not actually going to hit their green. They're going to take their chances there. They split the map by themselves. Maybe a little bit of a faded play. Ham can pick up the device. I like this a lot. Z is going to be the only player kind of in a position here to stop the EMP. Going to get one. Going to lay down in the back. Not getting stunned, so they're going to be able to heal. Heals coming in through Z. Staring at Dios. Dios kills Iz by accident. 0-0. Looking like a game in the Premier League right now. Nobody's scoring this first half. This is going to be big. I don't know. I mean, I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, and this is going to be the chance to do it. There it is, the first score of the map. That's 4-rated Texas. 7 seconds left. That EMP is not going to spawn in time. Maybe it is, though. Maybe I can see a little bit of a rally here. Who is this? Zacharoni? Zacharoni, yeah. Going to have a little bit of a problem on their hands. Going to have to back up. Waiting for the EMP. The EMP is going to pop up first, and they are going to get that kill. Rated Texas up 1-0. 1.5. I'll overload the play. Another half to go. Crazy, crazy first half. Yeah, I mean, crazy, crazy first half. Super low scoring so far. Rated Texas, only one with a point on the board. I mean, what side do you want to spawn? I feel like it's super easy to trap these players in green and just kind of hit 18 over and over and over again. Zacharoni, though, and Berserk both struggling. Pretty much double negative. Z needs a little bit of help. Gonna get taken out. Dios picks up first blood. Is gonna pick up a second. Remember, EMP is gonna spawn middle. You do have two players hitting the side of blue already. It's gonna be Berserk looking to make a little bit of noise on the map. Gonna get caught in a reload. The windmill comes out from Zacharoni, pumping all the water out of the ground. getting energy into your home. It is a windy on Zacharoni's POV right now. 9 and 17. Has a chance to make up for it here, though, with a big stop. Able to get a collective kill with Megatron on that EMP player. EMP is going to get dropped down just in front of front blue. DL's finally going to get picked up. Zacharoni going to just try to play through the middle of the map. Now needs to watch out for this player. And, yeah, I mean, that's a tough one, right? Z looking to get a kill. Gonna have to slide around. Z picks one up. Gets a call that there's someone mid. EMP does get reset. Couple of kills going in favor of Atlanta. Atlanta doing anything they possibly can to try to tie up the score. They have a lot of bodies over here on this P2 side. Maybe a fake hit. Maybe a fake hit through A. Oh, these arrows. I like this a lot. They're able to tie it up. And again, everybody turtled up in the back. That's the danger of it. Zacharoni getting a 3-piece, picking up a lot of kills there. Going to spot these players off of spawn. Going to be really, really annoying for them. Gets one in Ham. Gets another one in Dre. Gets a nice little 2-piece. And now if this player is able to get up top green or mid-cut, it's going to be a real big problem if Zacharoni just keeps getting kills. And that's exactly what's going to happen. There's a chance here for Z to score. Z's going to jump it in. Really good run there. Really good heads-up play by Z. Z willing to die for the objective there. That EMP is going to get reset over on this P2 side. And it's Dre looking to capitalize on that. Going to be already picked out on the device. Dre not taking a back seat in this game any longer. Trying to get pushed up on the map. But this is going to be a big exchange of kills here. I like what Z's doing. Z's going to back down, wait for help. You have Berserk in mid. Tossing a nade. Going to get timed a little bit there, but it's okay. They corrected that. Two players going to get picked towards mid. Zacharoni still annoying in the base. Needs to be super, super careful here. Going to try to help out this player on mid 10. Going to pick up one. Going to spot another one in the base. Not able to get the melee. EMP is still in the hands of this Atlanta squad. Berserk now picking it up. Looking to possibly head on over towards A, but players are going to spawn over there. They're going to be trapped over here towards this P3 side. Going to get the call out from Zach that he's going to be running mid. Big heads up play there. Needs to check top green. The top green kill comes on through. Z's going to be the one to try to escort this in. Megatron last alive. Going to try to wrap around these players. On the point. Gets one. Gets two. Able to pick up is. Yes! Going to pick up is. And the score. Megatron with a big heads up play there. Swinging around the back of 18. And it's falling apart right now for Rated Texas. Megatron with the EMP device needs to hold on to it. Just over a minute left. Don't take it too far back. Wrap it over towards Hotel, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Berserk going to be here for the help. Dre, get somebody with the car bomb. Megatron, just run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. You don't have players spawn with you. That's going to be a dangerous spot to drop it. You're going to have two players playing the back line right now. One in the form of Zacharoni. That player is going to cut through mid. They don't get enough ground. They're just not running the EMP in the right direction. I mean, it's really easy for me to say that when I can stare at the minimap, right? See? Not able to get a kill there. 20 seconds left. That's going to be all she wrote. I mean, unless it gets capped right now, or it gets pried out of the hands of Megatron, which is not going to happen. Megatron not able to get the kill, but it's just too late. Too little, too late. Oh my goodness. Texas folds under pressure, and that map was ridiculous. A really, really good half. Really, really good half here out of Atlanta. Atlanta just coming up with a few clutch plays. Just really good. Honestly, not even really outslaying that hard or that much dominance inside the spawn. It was just good playing. So what we got right here, who is that map MVP? I mean, Zacharoni. I mean, it's got to be them. 13 assists. I mean, you look at that assist counter. Honestly, I don't know, like, it's, oh, man. You guys aren't going to stare at that for too long. Like, the Slay leader and the time leader from game 1 was Megatron. The Berserk absolutely went off in the map 2 on the S&D to help clutch that up. And then you have Zacharoni going off. You had, I would, like, a really well-rounded, spread-out performance here, and it just got crazy, man. Holy moly, it got insane. I mean, I think you can give the MVP to any one of these. I mean, Z was just constantly right there as well. I don't know. I mean, that's just, yeah, I mean, looking back at it, now that I'm looking back at the stats and stuff, Z just wasn't necessarily like the play completer, but was definitely the like super solid support. I mean, honestly, you look at the series, Atlanta Guard, I think was obviously the better team. They just made better plays and had a lot better composure. Holy moly, what did you guys think of that? Z, I see you. Welcome.
What's good?
To the victory chat. Let me go ahead and pause this music. Dude, that series was insane. It was a 3-0, but it did not feel like one on this side.
No, that was a close-ass series, man.
Dude, it's so good.
Those guys are good.
Yeah, I like
it. My teammates are better.
Dude, it looked like it. Honestly, you guys just... Honestly, it was composure was the name of your game tonight, man. I'm super, super impressed with how you guys were down literally in every game mode and were able to come back.
Every single one.
Yeah, dude, I was freaking out. You guys had such good EMP runs on that second half of that Scar, dude.
No, that was insane. Like Zach was getting huge kills in their spawn, and
yeah,
Meg was capping by herself against 3 people. Like, how the hell do you let that happen? Like, that was a breakdown in the search and in the overload. Come on, 5-3, and that's crazy.
Well, it was crazy too, because from my point of view on the mini map itself, like the way Meg played the overload device, she acted like she was gonna hit green side, and then literally all 4 blue arrows, all 4 of the other team's arrows, like turn and looked. 1 kill got popped and it was over. Like that overload was capped. It was insane. It looked good. Yeah, it looked good.
Like, it was just good comms. Like, I think it might have been Berserk or Meg that called it. One of them was saying like fake it one way and then come back left. So I think that's what you're talking about. But
yeah, no, that was honestly that in that moment I knew it was over. Like when a cap like that happens, you just know like a team's like elevated to that like next level, especially in a game mode like that. But all right, let's get on to the actual interview, right? I mean, you guys were the only series of the night, and it was definitely one of the most entertaining ones by far. I mean, how were the comms the whole time? Did you guys kind of have like a freak out moment? Was there like a little bit of a pep talk like mid game? Because like you said, you were down in all 3 game modes, like, or did you just kind of keep the energy the whole time?
We surprisingly kept the energy the entire time. Like, our comms were good the entire map 1 when we were getting shit on in the first half of the hard point, and like we just kept the comms flowing, and we were still getting hype whenever people were getting good kills off rotation. And then in the search, we were just like, we got this, 1 round at a time. And then in that overload, that's the only overload we've won on the Scar overload is the only map we've won before, so we were pretty confident.
Okay.
Into that. But yeah.
So maybe a little bit of a misplay on the vetoes there from Random Texas.
I don't know. Imagine getting 3-0'd by Atlanta though. That's crazy. They're supposed to be a top 5 team. Oh, that's wild.
What's crazy is I was in production chat last night. And I called out that you guys were gonna win. I was like, yo, like I was like, Texas is Texas is getting ran. I just stuck with it. But yeah, no. Who was there? Anybody on the team like in those moments that you could point out that like was able to shot call? Because I mean, there's always a moment where like when there's a little bit of chaos where like one voice kind of comes through the comms. Was there like one voice tonight that you can point out that like really came through?
Honestly, in both respawns, like everyone was still like shot calling and like all the comms were up. And then in the search, like Berserk was calling our play calls, and he was making sure we were doing everything we were supposed to be doing. And yeah, it was like I think it was a team effort all around. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was just one person.
Yeah, I want to give a little bit of flowers here to Berserk because as soon as that sniper rifle came out, the game changed.
He was hitting some nasty shots. With it.
It was insane.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Is there so the major is going to be coming up this coming weekend? Is there anything that like who are you wanting to play coming up? Is there anybody that you're just looking for?
Dude, nah. I mean, I don't know. We're 2-3, dude. I don't just give us anyone. We'll play anyone. We've had the hardest schedule so far, it feels like.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys made it look pretty easy tonight. I will go ahead. We'll wrap this interview up, man. Go tell everyone I said GG's because that was a pleasure to watch, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for casting, by the way. You guys are doing awesome.
Dude, anytime, man. We just want to talk about Call of Duty. That's the important thing here.
Have a good night, fellas.
All right, good night. That was your MVP. Great game tonight. I mean, it's a shame that we only got to watch one series. It was a 3-0. However, I mean, I think it was a super close series regardless. Super excited one. I'm obviously here by my obviously we have people back house production. Shout out to Chubbs helping me get in the lobby, getting me lobby codes. Streamer kind of pointing the finger right, pointing the direction, telling me when to send you guys home. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to them for helping this go super smooth. I want to say thank you guys for showing up and watching. The chat was super lively tonight, so thanks for that. It was super entertaining for me, and obviously thanks to the players, the coaches. I mean, you can tell the hard work is starting to shine through onto a lot of these players, and yeah, you guys are awesome and amazing, and I'm super happy to be here to talk about Call of Duty in front of you guys, and yeah, I'm ready to see some more. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Thank you for showing up early/late and ending a little early, but we will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow schedule. Let me do this last thing. I know they're going to hate it. Tomorrow schedule, we have Chicago versus Seattle. That might be okay, actually. And then we have Boston versus Colorado as the second match of the night. So I will see you guys there. Be there. Be square. Play fair. Have a good night. Bye.